Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt. This is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching the Grand Budapest Hotel. What do you know about this movie?
This is a Wes Anderson film.
Yes.
Highly requested that we go on a Wes Anderson journey.
Yeah.
I have never seen a Wes Anderson film.
I think this is the only one that I have seen. And I've seen it multiple times. And I know I really, really like it. And I was trying to describe it, even not give anything away, but trying to describe it. I was like, damn, I don't remember a lot of this movie.
I don't know. There was like a social media trend of like making a Wes Anderson type video.
Right.
And it had like, I think it was just like a piano or some music playing, and the shots were just like very still. Yeah. So I'm assuming that's like his style. And that's all I know. I literally don't know anything about this movie. I don't know who's in it, if there's anybody big in it, or if it's more like a independent type film. I really don't know anything about this movie.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting because, again, I was trying to explain it a little bit, and we're like, is it quirky? Is it weird? I'm like, yeah, kind of, but not really, not as weird as you would maybe think.
Yeah.
From the outside looking in, I feel like there's a genuine story that you're going to enjoy. But it will be introducing you to a style that is very, I would say, unique, or like, I think once you see this, if you saw any of his other work, within seconds, you would probably be like, this is Wes Anderson.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is kind of cool. You know, I feel like there's a lot of like really good directors, or I guess unique directors. Like you can watch something for like 30 seconds and be like, this is definitely Quentin Tarantino or something, you know? Right, yeah. If it's just feet, then you're like, Tarantino, is that you? So yeah, you don't know anything about this movie. This is your first introduction. I'm really excited to watch this again, so I remember the story, but I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on our Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, all those links in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the movie. Lots of keys?
Yeah.
People think the writer's imagination is always at work. The opposite is true. Once the public knows you're a writer, they bring the characters and events to you.
Stop it! Stop it! Don't do it!
Many tales will be told. Sorry. A number of years ago, decided to spend the month of August in the spa town of Nebelsbad below the Alpine Sudetenwalds in the Grand Budapest.
What a location.
This is cool.
Oh, yeah.
It was off-season, and by that time decidedly out of fashion.
Oh, see, the time changed, so the narration became like a younger voice.
Come to recognize one another by sight as the only living souls residing in the vast establishment.
Who is this?
Jude Law, I think.
Very reserved group, it seemed, and without exception, solitary.
Everyone's just alone.
Monsieur Jean, both lazy and really quite accommodating. I expect he was not well paid.
Save that for later.
I noticed a new presence in our company. Elderly man with an exceptionally lively, intelligent face. He was, like the rest of us, alone. Who's this interesting old fellow?
That's Mr. Mustafa himself.
This name will no doubt be familiar to the more seasoned persons among you. The owner of the Grand Budapest.
He takes only a single-bed sleeping room without a bath in the rear corner of the top floor.
He occupied a servant's quarters? The curtain rose on a parenthetical domestic drama.
Oh, jeez.
I admire your work.
The thermal baths are very beautiful.
It couldn't be maintained, of course, too decadent for current tastes.
How did you come to buy it, if I may ask?
I didn't.
What the heck?
May I invite you to dine with me tonight to tell you my story?
It's like a story within a story.
Yeah, but they're dining together.
I know. Not alone.
I like the little taster cup. I've never seen that before.
Right? I've never seen that either, other than when I've seen this movie before.
Well, it begins as it must, with our mutual friend's predecessor. It begins, of course, with
Part 1. Going back in time again.
I'm not leaving.
There's no reason for you to leave us if you'd rather...
Come with me.
To fucking Lutz. You've nothing to fear. Dear God, what have you done to your fingernails?
Oh, really? Don't you like it?
It's not that I don't like it. I am physically repulsed. Remember, I'm always with you.
I love you.
I love you. Abfahren!
Get out of here.
So much luggage?
It's quite a thing winning the loyalty of a woman like that for 19 consecutive seasons.
Wow.
Yeah, 19.
Run to the Cathedral of Santa Maria in Brucknerplatz, say a brief rosary, then go to Mendel's and get me a courtesan au chocolat. Any money left, give it to the crippled shoeshine boy. Who are you?
I'm Zero, sir.
Well, I've never heard of you, never laid eyes on you. Who hired you?
He's been engaged for a trial period, pending your approval, of course.
You're now going to be officially interviewed.
Should I go and light the candle first, sir?
What?
The
No.
Oh no!
Experience.
Hotel Kinski, kitchen boy, 6 months. I was a skillet scrubber
Experience, zero. These are not acceptable.
Fully agree.
Fully agree.
I started my primary school. I almost finished.
Education, zero.
Oh no.
Family,
Zero.
Is this why he's 0?
0 everything.
why do you want to be a lobby boy?
Who wouldn't? At the Grand Budapest, sir. It's an institution.
Very good.
Were you ever a lobby boy, sir?
What do you think?
Well, I suppose you'd have to start somewhere. I mean, you couldn't.
Go light the goddamn candle.
Yes, sir.
Squishing his hopes.
Yeah.
And so my life began. Junior lobby boy in training, Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh!
So the owner, from lobby boy to filthy rich.
A lobby boy anticipates the client's needs before the needs are needed. Our guests know their deepest secrets will go with us to our graves. So keep your mouth shut, Zero.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, Prince.
Many of the hotel's most valued and distinguished guests came for him. The requirements were always the same. Rich, old, insecure. He was, by the way, the most liberally perfumed man I had ever encountered. And lingered for many minutes after he was gone. I worked 6 days each week, plus a half-day Sunday. 5 a.m.
He's
until
always
just after
been in
midnight.
that room.
Yep.
2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, and a late supper.
I was gonna say, did he draw that on?
The identity of the owner of the hotel was unknown to all of us. Deputy Kovacs arrived to convey messages on behalf of the mysterious proprietor.
Is that Jeff Goldblum, right?
Yeah.
This was also when I met Agatha.
Oof.
It's a lot.
But we won't discuss that.
Uh-oh.
Something's going on. I don't even remember.
What do you want?
Look,
Dear God.
I'm terribly sorry, sir.
How fast can you pack?
5 minutes.
Do it, and bring a bottle of the Puy Juve 26 so we don't have to drink the cat piss they serve on the dining car. I blame myself. She tried to tell me she had a premonition. I didn't listen. She was dynamite in the sack, by the way. When you're young, it's all fillet steak, but as the years go by, you have to move on to the cheaper cuts. More flavorful, so they say. Why are we stopping at a barley field?
War.
Documents, please.
With pleasure.
Come outside, please.
Uh-oh.
He hasn't done anything wrong. Stop it,
Oh!
Take your hands off my lobby boy!
Ratcheted up there in intensity.
What's the problem?
Edward Norton.
Monsieur Gustav? I'm the son of Dr. and Mrs. Wolfgang Henkels-Burgersdorfer.
Your little Albert.
I'm terribly embarrassed. Release them.
Damn, he knows everybody.
It's good to know people.
Your colleague is stateless. Take this. It's temporary, but
Let it be known. Free and unmolested.
your companion was very kind to me when I was a lonely little boy. My men and I apologize for disturbing you.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Crazy. He doesn't look that much older than, Edward Norton.
He's been working at the hotel for a long time.
You see, there are still glimmers of civilization left. Indeed, that's what we provide in our own modest, fuck it.
But hey, he's stuck up for his lobby boy.
You're looking so well, darling. You really are. I don't know what sort of cream they've put on you down at the morgue, but I want some. You look like you're alive.
I was actually kind of thinking that when they showed. I was like, wow, she looks good.
Oh, you changed it after all.
Oh,
it's perfect.
Et aussi, Monsieur Serge, je voudrais vous parler en privé dans son bureau, s'il vous plaît.
When the destiny of a great fortune is at stake, men's greed spreads like a poison in the bloodstream. Uncles, nephews, cousins.
Jeez.
So many people.
We discovered our own Deputy Kovacs.
This is Madame D's last will and testament. In combination with 635 amendments, control of the vast bulk of her estate should be transferred forthwith to her son Dmitri.
Oh.
However, an additional codicil delivered into my possession by post only this morning.
Oh no.
During the last hours of her life.
You notice Willem Dafoe?
The authenticity of this document has not yet been confirmed, so I ask that all parties be patient and refrain from comment.
Oh no.
What do you think?
Gustav, people are going to be so mad at you.
To my esteemed friend who comforted me in my later years, Monsieur Gustav H.
Who's Gustav H?
I'm afraid that's me, darling.
That fucking... This man is an intruder in my home.
It's not yours yet, Dmitri.
You're not getting boy with apple, you goddamn little fruit. A con artist who preys on mentally feeble, sick old ladies. He probably fucks them, too.
I go to bed with all my friends.
Oh, he had the knuckles.
Where's Celine? She's dead. We're reading her will.
If I learn you ever once laid a finger on my mother's body, I'll cut your throat.
I thought I was supposed to be a fucking...
You are, but you're bisexual.
Let's change the subject.
Okay, so he just got one piece of art.
Right.
That picture, boy with apple, is priceless, understand?
Can I see it?
I don't see why not.
They did not wait there patiently or quietly, whichever one.
Quietly.
It's a masterpiece. The rest of this shit is worthless junk.
Oh.
You getting the message? I mean, it's his.
They gotta put something up there.
Oh, damn.
Pouvez emballer ça.
Emballer? Boy with apple?
Oh.
Something else.
What did you want to tell me?
I think I cannot say right now.
Write me tomorrow. Lutzbahn Station.
I love that all of his relationships are what, like...
Help him
and keep everything moving.
It reminded her of me. It will remind me of her. Always. See the resemblance?
Oh, yes.
I like the mirror.
Right?
Actually, we should sell it. Sooner rather than later. Let's make a solemn blood pact. We'll contact the black market and liquidate Boy with Apple by the end of the week. 1.5% of the net sales price.
Could we make it 10?
10? You're joking? That's more than I'd pay an actual dealer. Tell you what, if I die first, and I most certainly will, you will be my sole heir. There's not much in the kitty, my library of romantic poetry. These will be yours, along with whatever we haven't already spent on whores and whiskey.
Deal.
I love it.
I'll draw it up.
He never told me where he came from. I never asked who his family had been.
But does he know the envelope is there?
He does not.
Excuse me?
Uh-huh.
The police are here. They asked for you.
Uh-oh.
Have you ever been questioned by the authorities?
I was arrested and tortured by the rebel militia after the desert uprising.
Right. Well, you know the drill then. Zip it.
Arrested and tortured.
I hereby place you under arrest for the murder of Madame Celine Villeneuve de Goffin Taxis.
Why is he running?
He's wanted for murder. You're waiting for it to open.
Oh no.
What happened?
When you find yourself in a place like this, you must never be a candy ass. You should take a long look at his ugly mug this morning. He's actually become a dear friend. You talked to Kovacs?
I saw him last night in secret. He suspects you're innocent.
Of course he does.
The key witness who actually ostensibly saw the alleged events appears to have fled the jurisdiction.
Oh.
Serge?
You have an alibi?
Of course, but she's married to the Duke of Westphalia.
I'm looking for Serge X. I need to find him right away for his own safety. Tell him Jopling says, come home.
It's pretty intimidating.
I miss you deeply as I write from the confines of my regrettable and preposterous incarceration. Should I discover a lapse of any variety during my absence, I promise swift and merciless justice. Tell Zero if you see any funny business.
There's a poem, but we might want to go ahead and start in the soup since it's 46 stanzas. A moist black ash.
May I offer any of you inmates a plate of mush? You with a very large scar on your face?
Whoa.
Big boy.
Approved.
Rise and shine, chop chop. Good morning, Pinky. Who's got the throat slitter?
Throat slitter?
Me and the boys talked it over.
Oh.
We think you're a real straight fella.
I've never been accused of that before, but... Thank you, dear Pinky. Anything else?
Tell him, Ludwig.
Harvey Keitel.
You got broad gauge iron bars on every door, vent, and window. But like the best of them, it's got a soft spot of a storm-drained sewer system. Take a look.
Dang.
I expect this would take 3 to 6 months, during which time several of our members will have been violently executed.
We got fake documents, secondhand street clothes, but we need digging tools, which have proven hard to come by in this flop house.
Oh, the Mendels.
Nice pickup.
They're gonna be so tiny.
I could see he was in distress.
Are you ill, Mr. Mustafa? It's only that I don't know how to proceed. I never speak of Agatha. You see, she saved us. On our third formal rendezvous, I had asked for her hand in marriage, and she had agreed. We were each completely on our own in the world, and we were deeply in love.
Here.
For my dearest, darling, treasured, cherished Agatha, whom I worship, best wishes and love, from Z to A.
Monsieur Gustave insisted on an immediate and thorough cross-examination.
She's my girlfriend. You can't just buy her things.
I'm only interviewing this vision of loveliness on your behalf.
Is he flirting with you?
Yes.
She was also very brave.
Everyone loves.
A crucial document, either misplaced or conceivably destroyed. But there are traces and shadows of it everywhere.
Oh, the painting.
Yep.
I suggest that we immediately bring this matter to the attention of the municipal inspector. Agreed?
Not agreed.
No.
Who are you working for? Thought you're supposed to be our lawyer. Just wrap it up and don't make waves.
I want this over with.
I'm obligated to proceed according to the rule of law.
Not agreed.
Hmm?
Not agreed.
He's gotta be careful. He's gonna be next.
Did you just throw my cat out the window?
Oh.
Oh no, the tools are too small.
He stole a painting. It's very valuable, maybe 5 million Klubecks, in fact. Hide this. Don't take less than half the retail asking price. Also,
Zero. I'm a baker. I don't trade in stolen property.
I said it wrong. She willed it to him.
Yeah, they didn't steal it. They own it.
Hide this.
No.
Okay, but take it anyway.
What is happening?
Oh, he checked his cat. I thought it said deceased cat.
I'm so afraid for him. I feel like he should have stayed with the security guard.
Oh, took his shoes off.
Oh no!
Oh, brutal.
How close are they?
I think they're ready.
Love the light.
What a ladder.
God!
Oh!
It's you. Thank you, you sweet, kind man.
Again with his relationships.
Yeah.
Oh. Gonna sneak past all of the guards.
Oh my god! Why did I think they were going like up a tunnel or something? How high is this?
Very high.
And they're still not even all the way down?
Whew. Gotta be hot.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh.
Oh no.
Pinky, Wolf, Ludwig, this is the Divine Zero. Gunther was slain in the catacomb.
Slain.
We'll all meet again, but if one day...
Uh-oh.
Take care of yourself, Mr. Gustav. Good luck, kid.
Too risky. We'll just have to wing it, I suppose. Let's put on our disguises. Give me a few squirts of leather panache, please, will you?
I forgot the leather panache.
Do you understand how humiliating this is? I smell. What on God's earth possessed you to leave the homeland and travel unspeakable distances to become a penniless immigrant?
The war.
I see. So you're actually really more of a refugee in that sense?
Truly.
I suppose I better take back everything I just said.
Yeah, you asshole.
I apologize on behalf of the hotel.
It's not your fault, Mr. Gustav. You were just upset I forgot the
Don't
perfume.
make excuses. You are my dear friend and protege, and I'm very proud of you. I'm so sorry, Zero.
We're brothers. The vinegar did brine my heart.
Uh-oh.
Very good. I'm going to stop you there because the alarm has sounded.
They wasted so much time.
They don't have disguises or a safe house.
We're gonna strip search every pretzel house, Waffelhut, and especially every Grand Hotel. Who are you?
Body was found stuffed in a sarcophagus behind a storage room in the Kunstmuseum late last night. He was short 4 fingers.
Mandels.
Uh-oh.
It's got a clue.
Chelsea or Palace in Baden-Jurgen and reverse the charges, please. It's our only hope. Otherwise, I shouldn't even mention its existence to you.
What is it, in fact?
I can't say. I'm formally calling upon the special services of...
Crossed keys.
Stand by.
Oh!
I beg your pardon.
There's so many people in this.
Yeah.
Get me Monsieur George at the Chateau Lux, please.
Take over. Hello, Ivan. Get me Monsieur Dino at the Palazzo Principessa, please. Take over.
Take over.
Get me Monsieur Robin at l'Hotel Côte du Cap, please.
Oh.
Take over. Get me Monsieur Martin at the Ritz Imperial, please.
How many
people
hotels are there?
Get in!
We found the butler. Our contact convinced him to meet you midday tomorrow at the observatory on the summit. One last thing.
Thank God.
Holy fuck.
The outline of the other baby.
What's the meaning of this shit?
I believe it was removed by Monsieur Gustave.
What a snitch.
May I officiate, by the way? Always and invariably, she's exceedingly lovely.
She admires you as well, Mr. Gustave.
That's a good sign, you know. It means she gets it.
Don't flirt with her.
Oh, no. Well,
The envelope was found near the body, but its contents were missing. Hideout is vicinity of Gabelmeister's Peak. Stop. Destroy this message. All my love. Full stop.
Where's the basket?
oh, no. Wait, who's that?
It was the sister.
Sergio's?
Yeah.
Serge?
Something like that.
Skiing, sledding, mountain climbing.
Those are 3 options on the post.
What a jacket.
I know, yeah, with that picture, you think it was Agatha or whatever.
Yeah.
As a precaution, we disembarked quietly in the freight yard just outside the station.
Uh-oh.
They were here.
You were better when you smelled bad. Stop spraying that.
In its pure and perfect form.
Somebody's coming.
They never get to finish their poetry.
Get on the next cable car.
Switch with me.
Oh, that's scary. Oh.
Are you Monsieur Gustave of the Grand Budapest Hotel in Nebelspad? Uh-huh. Put these on and sing.
They still have their hats on.
Are you Monsieur Gustave of the Grand
Yes, damn it.
Confess.
I'm innocent.
No.
Confession.
They threatened my life and now they murdered my only family. My dear sister.
Those fuckers.
I tried to warn you at the beginning.
I know, darling. Let's put that behind us.
I was the official witness in Madame D's presence to the creation of a second will, but they destroyed it.
Oh, dear.
However...
Uh-huh. Just tell us what the fuck is going on!
Oh, no!
They got to him. Well, Willem did.
Oh, no!
Let's stop! I can't! I can barely steer!
Uh-oh.
God. Oh, hey.
He's steering pretty well.
Oh. Damn. He got off. So they need a second copy of the second will?
Where is it? And what's in that confidential? Oh, you think that's the second copy?
You sick, pathetic creep. He thinks
Dang.
he breathes me last, me fears, said he. Holy shit, you got him!
They never finished the poetry.
Uh-oh. Edward Norton?
I'd rather jump off this cliff right now than go back to fucking prison. A moment of silence in memoriam of a devoted servant killed violently during the contest of his
Holy shit, you got him.
Okay, let's go.
You hear the gunfire?
Compliments of Herr Mendel for the executive staff.
Secretary von Yetzky's office cabled. He's checking in a day early.
So she has the little paper of where, how to get in here.
Right.
Never again shall I welcome
Actually, I think we might be going in there right now after all.
Yeah.
Agatha.
You think that girl's got my legs? Excuse me.
Why would he assume that? Just from the photo?
Yeah, I mean, all of their research, their connection with Gustav and Zero. Another one.
Compliments of Herr Mendel.
You couldn't resist.
Everybody shut up.
Have you seen the pastry girl with a package under her arm in the last minute and a half?
She just got on the elevator with Mr. Golf from Texas.
Thank you.
Poppy Boy never provides information of that kind. You're a stone wall, understood?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Girl, run.
She just had to get around the corner.
Oh!
Where's boy with apple?
Oh my god!
Everyone's just shooting.
Stop it! Nobody move. Everybody's under arrest.
Oh.
310 Bs.
Oh no!
Something's on the back of the picture.
Are you all right?
I think so. Something's on the back of the picture.
She left everything to Monsieur Gustave, of course. He anointed me his successor. He was the same as his disciples. He did not succeed, however, in growing old. Nor did my darling Agatha. She and our infant son would be killed 2 years later by the Prussian grippe.
It's not necessarily a happy ending.
Why are we stopping at a barley field again?
Documents, please.
With pleasure.
Oh.
If you lay a finger on this man, I'll see you dishonorably discharged, locked up in the stockade, and hanged by sundown.
You filthy goddamn football!
In the end, they shot him. So it all went to me.
We went to collect the keys to our rooms, and Monsieur Jean had abandoned his post.
Oh, the painting's right there.
Zero Mustafa had traded a great and important fortune in exchange for one doomed hotel. Was it merely sentimental?
The hotel I keep for Agatha. We were happy here. I think his world had vanished long before he ever entered it.
It was an enchanting old ruin.
But I never managed to see it again.
Wow.
All right. That was the Grand Budapest Hotel. What'd you think?
I loved that so much.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay. I had a feeling you were either going to be like, you're either going to really love this or it's just not going to be your thing.
No, I loved that so much. I'm still like kind of shocked by the end. So that sucked. But it was just Gustave and Zero. Just absolutely made this movie. And I can't believe the cast. The cast was absolutely incredible. There's so many people in this movie. But their relationship and the way, I don't know, just everything about it, the way that the story was told, like through...
Yeah, it's being told by an author of a book who wrote the story of Zero.
And Gustave.
Yeah.
Through Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's so creative, just the way that it's told. But, I mean, it really just comes down to the relationships that Gustave had and formed, and watching his relationship with Zero, like, blossom, and Zero learning so much from him, and essentially just, in the end, keeping this hotel when he's now alone.
Right.
And he doesn't do it. He says he doesn't do it for Gustave. He does it for Agatha. I was going to say Abigail. But the whole thing is just, I don't know. It's like such a beautiful story. I loved it.
Yeah, and I really didn't remember much. There was definitely a few scenes that I remembered, but like not even the important things. Like, I remembered the love story between Zero and Agatha, but I didn't remember that she passes away. But I feel like subconsciously I did, because like I was tearing up just at the introduction of their story. And I was like, nothing even is sad right now. So I feel like inside of me, like I was remembering that it's not this like happy ending where they all live happy ever after.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in the introduction of even mentioning Agatha, Zero is choked up.
Before he even talks about it, he says, we're not going to talk about that.
Exactly. Yeah. So you think something terrible is going to happen. I was panicking that I thought Willem Dafoe was going to get her.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that like she made it through the story of Gustave and that they were able to get married. And I'm glad that she made it through all of that and they were able to have a child, even if that became that much more heartbreaking.
Right.
But I was panicking that she was going to get murdered by Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, they at least get some more time with each other.
Yeah.
But I'm totally with you. I mean, the story is so beautiful. It's so expertly told. Like, this movie is an hour and a half long, and it covers so much.
So much.
So many characters, so much going on. It's a love story. It's a history story. It's a prison escape story. Like, there's so much going on, yet nothing feels rushed. Everything feels totally fleshed out. I obviously like love the style, and even like looking at some behind the scenes shooting, it's very interesting how they get kind of this style made, the little tricks and stuff. But it's cool to like watch it again, how like everything is very symmetrical, everything is very centered, and almost always if the camera is not just still, it's gonna turn either like left or right at like 90 degrees. So it's just really interesting from like a filmmaking aspect, how they just set everything up. It's also beautiful, like the colors and the scenery and the costumes. I think what makes this movie special is definitely just the characters, primarily Gustav and Zero.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely was anticipating like something very stylized from the very little that I know about Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
And it added so much to the movie, but it added to the movie. Like, it wasn't at the forefront of like what you're watching. It really did, for me, come down to the story.
Right.
And the acting, the characters, all of that. Like, it was so good. Like, I honestly, this is probably one of the first movies that we watch on the channel that I'm like, I want to watch this again, like right now.
Right. It just immediately started over again.
Like, it's so good. The relationship and watching Gustav and Zero just made me so happy to see them together. And just watching Gustav like move through life, and I think it was him that had said, he made like a statement early on in the movie about being rude.
Oh yeah, it was when he was giving like his like a sermon or whatever it's called, when they're like eating dinner. And
yes. Yeah. And I feel like that was him. Like, he just was full of like kindness. And so that's why that one scene like made me so mad between him and Zero, when he's just like letting Zero have it. Not that Zero didn't
kind of deserve it,
mess up a number of times in that short sequence, but he just was such a good person. And so to watch him move through life and to use those relationships, and I mean, everyone that he encountered had nothing but good for him back.
Right. Yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, the relationships that he created were huge. Something that really stuck out to me was the very first time that he sticks up for Zero.
Yeah.
Obviously, at the end of the movie, that's his demise.
Yeah.
But that's just who he is. And he had not known Zero for that long. But like, this was the right thing.
Yes.
This is his person who he's going to stick up for. No matter how terrifying the situation may be, he did that. Or how he's even able to fight someone in jail. He fought Pinky, but then they became close friends, and he was able to introduce Zero to Pinky on the outside and stuff. And so he cared for people, and it was really cool to see. And his relationship with Zero, and how he is like his protege. But even like, you have that scene where you could be angry with Gustav when he's just like letting Zero have it, but then he also gives one of the best apologies ever. Like, so again, it's just like, Gustav is just so cool.
Yeah, I mean, he's genuine and he's sincere. So just everything about him is just good. I don't know how else to put it.
No, yeah, that's perfect. I mean, he's very good, and Zero is his protege, and he's very good. And I think it's just so sweet to see people like just be nice to each other, or just like the obvious connections that people are excited to flourish. Even though Gustav might have been flirting a little bit with Agatha, it was very apparent that he just wanted Zero and Agatha to be together and to have love, and like that, he just wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah, I mean, he asked if he could officiate their wedding, which was so sweet. But just to have him be a part of that, I feel like was so important.
Yeah, and then I mean, when the movie's not, you know, beautiful and nice and stuff, it's also just hilarious.
Yes, there were so many funny moments. Everything is clever. Like, it's clever, and I mean, it's just, it doesn't take you out of it. Like, it just flows so well between like the serious moments and the funny moments and the kind of thrilling moments with Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, I love Willem Dafoe's character. It's so good. But yeah, I mean, the hilarious moments, I mean, like, sometimes it's just pure shock factor, but also it's just kind of ridiculousness, but like in a very clever way. Like when Zero's waiting for like the big prison door to open and it sounds like it's opening and it just like goes over to the side and
hands over,
and it's just the guard opening up the door.
Yeah.
Or like when they're climbing down the ladder and the one snitch guy is about to say something, but then the big scar guy comes, which again ties in with the relationships that Gustav had. When Willem Dafoe just chucks the cat out of the window and the lawyer's like, did he just throw my cat out the window? And all of the sisters were like, oh no, I don't know. I was
also not expecting the cat to just
be splattered.
Yeah.
And how he's just like, he checked his dead cat. I think the funniest moment for me when Gustav is like on the edge and about to get killed and he's like reciting his poetry and stuff, and Zero just hits him. It's just so abrupt, so fast, and just like the holy shit, you got him or something. Oh man,
it was so good. I don't think I could pinpoint a favorite moment for me in this because it really did come down to the relationship for me, but just so many of the characters in this were so good, and even just like the tiniest minor roles that people had, obviously like Bill Murray, Owen Wilson, like there's so many people in this that were super small roles.
Yeah, I mean Jude Law, Harvey Keitel had the great role with like the prison escape.
Yes, yeah, and it's so funny because we just saw so many of these people in films that we've watched in the last like week.
Yeah, we just saw Edward Norton in The Bourne Legacy.
Yeah, and then we saw
Harvey Keitel
in Thelma and Louise.
Right.
So I guess I say so many. It wasn't that many. But then we saw like, I mean, we see Jeff Goldblum, and we had just seen Gina Davis, who we had talked about.
Fly.
Yeah. So a lot of just fun connections there.
The characters are top notch. The story is amazing and incredibly interesting.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just like watch a movie and you're like, that was perfect.
Yeah.
It feels like this is exactly what they wanted to create, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like they perfected it.
Yeah.
They perfected what they wanted to do.
Whatever they were trying, they nailed it.
Yeah, no, this was so good.
It's hard to talk about this movie other than just saying it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I could just sing its praises for the next like 20 minutes.
And that's kind of like what I was feeling before we watched this when I was trying to explain it to you. I didn't remember a lot of the events and stuff, but I was like, I remember a feeling after watching this where I'm like, you're gonna like this.
Yeah.
And now that you've seen it, I'm sure you have that feeling where it's like, if someone asked you about this movie, you'll just be like, I don't know what to tell you. Just watch it.
Yeah, just watch it. I get it. I get why you weren't able to really explain anything.
Yeah, because also you were like, oh, is it kind of like weird or quirky? And I'm like, kind of. Like, would you think that this is quirky or weird? Or is it just this is a Wes Anderson movie?
Yeah, that's the only way to describe it. And obviously, like, this is the only one I've seen now. But I think, I mean, if you just say Wes Anderson, like, that's what this is.
Yeah, and I don't know when I said this, whether it was in the movie, like during the movie or before, but I was like, I haven't seen anything else by Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
But I know I love this movie. So it's like, I don't know what stopped me from watching more, but I would love to know what else. I mean, I know that there's at least like the Royal Tenenbaums. This maybe.
Okay, yes, yeah.
I think that's Wes Anderson. I know that, but I haven't seen it. Like, what should we watch next? Because obviously you really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm glad we watched this again.
Yeah.
It's late at night and it's good that this movie was so good.
Yeah, I know. We were like getting into watching and we're like, okay, what should we watch? And I was like, I need something that's going to keep me engaged because I'm tired. It's late. This was perfect. This was so perfect.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah.
This is probably one of my top movies for the channel.
Oh, yeah?
It's up there. Yeah.
It's, like I said, I mean, it's, sometimes you watch a movie and when it's over, you're like, that was a perfect experience.
Yeah, no, this was so good. Thank you to everyone that recommended this. Let us know for sure what other Wes Anderson movies we should check out. This was just so good. So I'm so excited to just continue this Wes Anderson series.
And it's a quick movie, so if you ever see it pop up again or something like that, you're like, oh, hell yeah.
I will absolutely sit and watch this. This will be like a plane movie for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you have like an hour and a half flight, just throw this on.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. No, so good. So good. I loved this.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.